figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson going underneath for Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The first down carry here for Johnson. There he goes, left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 22 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A good hold in these wet conditions. The play after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Jackson on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Patrick going to change the play. Brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the Ravens 24-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They try again with Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out, and made a really nice play.
And past the 40 before he's out. And that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Lewis between the tackles. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Give up the middle to Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll change things up.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
A gain of 12 yards brings up 4th down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now here's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this a ball day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson will throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 30 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they're in the hurry up. It looks like they'll move things around here. Johnson running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Now Lewis here on first down. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Jackson.
And the Ravens first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Ravens have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line, so the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And a big play there for KC. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mahomes going to change things up. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This is Lewis on the handoff. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Felix Uzama in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They try the left side with Johnson, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Toss wide side. This is Johnson. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go to Johnson again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there.
You put the plug on me, man.
58 seconds.
I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't